Those people who are in favour of a big return to the office are greatly excited by the fact that fuel bills will be driving people back in like emperor penguins huddling up in a storm, and we'll all be hammering on our office doors begging to be returned to save ourselves the cost of heating.
With 5,000 kilometers ahead of him, he's heading towards certain death.
Well, we've been talking to some people, we've been having a play with the numbers, they're quite complicated, and trying to work out whether we think this is true. Too long, didn't listen to the rest of it, we think it's probably bollocks. But let's work through it. Number one, the headline numbers the Mail and the Telegraph and even Sky have been using are very high. They are based on Uswitch data, which estimated that people working from home would turn their heating on for 24 hours a day. That sounds bananas. Government data suggests something like people who go out for the day tend to have their heating on for about 6 hours, and people who work at home or at home all day, 8.5. So actually not the significant difference. So those headlines of your extra heating bill for working at home being 150, 200 quid a month more are pretty inaccurate. In fact, some research from Channel 4 linked to in the newsletter, very nice piece, suggests it might more be in the region of about 30 quid a month. Now, if we compare that to commuting costs, pre-2020, the data suggested it was on average about 66 quid a month. Obviously that includes people who don't spend anything, so much higher in London, in the east, much higher if you go by train. But even this assumes no change in behaviour at all. And given the entire national conversation is about how many heated hoodies and blankets that you've bought so far this year, I think we could expect the number to be even lower than £30 a week. Plus, there's all the money you spend when you go into the office, your coffee on the train, your lunch if you buy one, maybe you go for a drink after work. All of that money doesn't get spent if you're at home and you're just scarfing the leftover pasta pesto out of the back of the fridge. And then the final thing to consider is what else is going on in that household, because the headlines suggest that there's one person in each household who goes out to work and the heating is on or off. Most households are complicated places. People may be coming and going. There may be kids coming home at 3:20. Someone said they wouldn't even leave their puppy home if it was extremely cold with no heating on. So there's lots of other reasons that actually that equation doesn't make sense before you consider the fact that if you go out, you've got to get properly dressed, do your hair, do your makeup, put your shoes on, get on the train, scrabble around and deal with that bozo who nicks your charger every time you're in the office. Headline from us is that we don't think that it getting colder is going to drive a mass return 4 or 5 days a week to the office. If you really want people to be in some of the time, you still need to talk to us about what is motivating people, what is drawing them in, rather than perhaps the fear of prices pushing them out of their homes. Happy to have a chat about that. Next week, it's half term. Hooray! We'll be off and we will see you the Friday after. Have a good time.
Thank you.